Now that we understand some of the reasons why it can be hard for our kids with DLD to communicate with their peers, we're in a better position to help them. I'm a fan of having small one-on-one playdates with a peer who is patient and kind. This can provide the best possible opportunity for our child to learn and practice some key skills so they can communicate better with their peers. We don't want to work on tricky skills with a peer who we know is very rambunctious and isn't likely to have the attention span or capacity to wait for your child to think of the words or fill in the gaps if your child's grammar is incorrect or speech is unclear. This wouldn't be setting a child up for success. We can practice with all kinds of kids once our child learns some basics and gains some confidence, but finding that peer who is patient and kind can be super important starting out so our child can experience less challenging speaking and listening interactions with someone of a similar age. If you're not sure how to find such a peer, try speaking with your child's teacher, maybe their scout leader, or any other adult in their life who sees them in a group context, and they could probably give you some good recommendations. When our kids are young, sometimes we actually sit down on the floor right with them and we have them repeat words after us, like, "Can I use the shovel when you're done?" But as they get older, finding patient peers with similar interests can be really important. When a friend has a similar interest and a lot of the same background knowledge as your child, so for example, maybe they both love Minecraft, both will be more motivated to communicate, and the other child may be able to fill in some of the gaps, thereby reducing frustration for everyone involved. Your child may also have a stronger vocabulary related to a topic of interest, and so then they can focus more of their energy on aspects of social communication, rather than also trying to understand and use specific vocabulary words that they're not as familiar with. As we've talked about previously, prior to participating in an activity like a birthday party at a bowling alley, for example, you can activate specific vocabulary words prior to the event. Review with your child words like spare, strike, pins, lanes, and so on. Priming these words will help your child have less vocabulary demands and therefore devote more energy and focus to social communication skills. If your child is open to it, you could also share or have them share alongside you a short presentation in their classroom about what DLD is. Or you could encourage them to have a one-on-one talk about DLD with a trusted friend. It may help other kids to know some of the challenges your child faces and some of the strengths your child has. When your child has to do a peer assignment or group project, speak with the teacher about matching them up with someone who is more empathetic and able to facilitate communication with your child. As we move forward, we will talk about specific aspects of pragmatic, or as we often say, social language that are often challenging for our kids, and we'll learn how to help them be more successful with those skills.